The first exacta that I went to is 125 to 1. Now,
Boom.
I don't get crazy with two like longer shots, but if you put a sleeper over a favorite, you can still get triple digit odds. And why am I crazy enough to think Chargers beat Eagles at 125 to 1 is not the worst idea?
Okay, so I wrote down 3 teams. I did not land on a second NFC team. So I just wrote down Philly on the NFC side. And then on the AFC side, I wrote 2 teams so far. I wrote Chiefs Chargers.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep. Yep. I'm with you on the Chargers. They're 30 to 1 for the Super Bowl, and we see the potential. We talked about it before, and just Harbaugh in the second year. Now he's getting his roster together. He knows the holes they have. Yeah, those are the teams that I'm taking a look at. Like the Bengals, if they move Hendrickson, are they just going to outscore teams every single game? Baltimore, let me see it, man. I know you're in the mix every single year, but again, we're still waiting. It's been over a decade since you've been in the Super Bowl. We're still sitting here and waiting. The Bills, it's going to come down to them and Chiefs probably at the very end, like it usually does. The Chiefs, with Rice coming back, with what Worthy did this year, we know Kelsey is returning, but he's nowhere close to what he once was. Look at the weapons they could potentially have if everybody can stay healthy with the Chiefs. They'll figure out the issues on the offensive line. And I understand, okay, you lose this guy who was vital to the O-line last year in a trade to the Bears. I get that. But the guy they really wanted to keep, they kept, and they're going to address that situation. And it was a bad O-line last year, and they still made it to the Super Bowl.
I will bet it again in August because I do every year. I will still bet them to win the Super Bowl. It's something that you just have to do. You know they're going to go to the AFC title game, and they're probably going to host it. We've talked about this for months. It's a bet you just have to consider. You don't have to make it right now on the 7th of March, but BetMGM has the best price in the world at plus 750. Now, FanDuel has plus 650. So that's an extra dollar just by betting the right number at BetMGM plus 750. I will still bet that because it has quite literally put me in a great position almost every year, Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, the last 6 years, they've been to what, 5 Super Bowls? And then the 6th year, they were a 7-point favorite over Cincinnati in the AFC title game. So this bet continues to put you in a good spot. I will bet it again. I will do it in August when I'm back in Vegas. The only other one that I didn't circle it because it's on an app. Bills Eagles 30 to 1. I don't think that's a bad wager either, but if you notice, I am just
Not a
keying
winner,
Philly.
just the two of them.
No, Bills to beat Eagles in the exacta.
Oh, to beat Eagles.
At the Superbook, yeah. I mean, we're basically having the same conversation. We're both keying Philly, but we're putting other teams to beat Philly. We like Philly. I mean, we definitely made a lot of money on Philly down the stretch. It's just very tough in the NFL to go back to back. So I looked at Chargers over Eagles and Bills over Eagles.